Good morning students, welcome to online session of accountancy. In today's class, I am going to explain the next topic of chapter 8. The name of the chapter is Company Accounts, Accounting for Share Capital. Today's topic is forfeiture of shares. First of all, we will understand the meaning of forfeiture of share. So, forfeiture of share means cancelling the shares. And what can be the reason behind this cancellation of shares? Reason can be non-payment of calls due. It can be allotment or first call, second call or final call. Any of these or all of these can be the reason behind the forfeiture of shares. Here, this shares can be forfeited only if the articles of association of the company allows forfeiture. Okay. Now, if the shareholders does not pay any amount that is due on call, then forfeiture of the shares will be done. Second is disclosure of forfeited shares in the balance sheet. Means how these forfeited shares will be shown in the balance sheet. So, till the time of forfeited shares are reissued. Means once this shares will be forfeited, later it can be reissued. So till the time of reissue of this forfeited shares, the balance of this forfeited shares is added to the paid up capital under subscribed capital in the notes to accounts on share capital. And as it is the part of shareholder funds, it will be shown under equity and liabilities in the balance sheet. Now we will understand about the accounting entries of forfeiture of shares. So as we have studied that issue of shares are of different types, like issued at par or issued at premium. So that entries will be depending upon the issue of shares also. So when we will write forfeiture of shares journal entries, we have to see for whether that share has been issued at par or premium. First, I will explain that forfeiture of shares which were issued at par. Par means same price, nominal value. Okay. So here is the entry. Entry will be share capital account debit, and what amount will be written? Here the number of shares forfeited into called up value per share. Okay. 2. Forfeited shares forfeited shares account. Here amount which has been received by that company will be written. Then 2. Share allotment. Suppose they have not given the allotment money which was due, then that amount will come here. Then if calls are not paid, then 2. Share call or calls account, an amount which has been due but not paid will come. Let's understand with the help of one example. Suppose there are 10 shares. Okay. Now these 10 shares has to be forfeited, and that call money and that allotment money is like 10 rupees, here 10 rupees, and take application money also 10 rupees. Now that how amount will be written. So number of share which has been forfeited are 10 into, here it is 30. So we will write 30 here is equal to 300. So amount in share capital will be 300 here. Okay. Now for the amount of forfeited shares, here it will be 100 into 10. Sorry. It's 10. 10 shares into application money 10. So 100 will come. Next, to shares allotment. Here it is also 10. So number of shares forfeited 10 into allotment money 10 is equal to 100. Third is, if any call money that is not due, it can be first call or second or final call. So we are taking here call money as 10. So number of the shares forfeited 10 into amount of call 10 is equal to 100. So here it will be 300. Likewise, amount will be written. Now, as we have studied that whenever that amount will be due and not paid by the shareholders, there are two options. First, without opening that calls in arrears account, and with opening of calls in arrears account. So what I have explained earlier, that is without opening calls in arrears account. Now we will see when that calls in arrears account has been maintained, then how that entry will be written. We are having entry. This will be going to remain same. Equity share capital amount, that number of shares 1000 into 8, that is 8000. The forfeited shares, this is also going to remain same. Forfeited shares, here that whatever amount has been received by the company, that will be written. So as it is written 6, how 6 means here it is receiving application money and allotment money. So 3 plus 3, 6. 1000 into 6, 6000. Now here is the difference of this entry. Calls in arrears. Okay. When we will maintain calls in arrears account, then we will write calls in arrears account and number of shares into amount of that particular call which has been not received by the company. Now down we will see when this calls in arrear account is not maintained, then entry will be equity share capital. It will be going to remain same. As you can see, compare here, it will be going to remain same. Second, forfeited shares had been credited. In same manner, it will also credit here when that calls in arrear account will not maintain. Difference is what? The last one here. You can see when that calls in arrears account is maintained, here you can see it is written calls in arrears account 1000 into 2. And when calls in arrears account is not maintained, so instead of writing calls in arrears, the name of call will come as it is written here, to equity share first call. Okay, and it will be calculated the same manner, 1000 shares into rupees 2000. So here this is the difference when calls in arrears account will be maintained or not maintained. Now this is up to you which method you want to apply. But it may come in an exam like you have to maintain call in arrear account. That time it is compulsory that you have to do entry like this. Second topic is forfeiture of shares which were originally issued at premium. Okay, means more than the nominal value. Now here also we are having two possibilities. First is whether that when that securities premium amount has been received, and second is when securities premium amount has not been received. So these any of these condition can be there in our practical questions. So first we will understand when the securities premium amount has been received and there is a case of forfeiture of shares, means cancellation of shares. First of all, we have to keep in the mind when that securities premium amount has been received by the company, it will not be returned or it will not be cancelled. Okay. Now in this case, securities premium reserve account is debited. Why? Because securities premium is credited to securities premium account, and that is under section 52 within bracket 2 of Companies Act 2013. Second case is when the securities premium amount has not been received. So as it is not received, that time security premium reserve account will be credited, and this is according to the provision of section 52 within bracket 2 of the Companies Act 2013. Down we are having some entries. You can see here, when the call in arrears account is not maintained. So two cases are here when call in arrears are maintained. You can see here. First is when calls in arrears account is not maintained, and second is when calls in arrears account is maintained. So under this we are having again two conditions. First is security premium is received, another is security premium is not received. So first we will understand the case when call in arrears account is not maintained. Here you can see the journal entry. Share capital account, an amount which will be returned, the called up less premium amount. Second is, then we will credit share allotment account, means the amount which has not received on allotment, that will come. Then next is two share calls and calls. Here can be first and final call, or first call, second call and final call likewise. Third, we will write the amount of this forfeited shares here. Now when this securities premium is not received, that time entry will be share capital account, amount we will write that called up amount less premium. Then securities premium reserve account debit to share allotment, means which amount which has due, to share calls and call or calls, first call, second call, final call likewise, and the amount of forfeited shares will come. Next is when calls in arrears account is maintained. Here easily you can see the difference. When the security premium is reserved, share capital account, and instead of writing here allotment account and calls money, we will write calls in arrears account. In second case, when securities premium is not received, share capital, this entry will be remain same. Securities premium reserve account debit, it will also remain same. Difference is only this one, calls in arrears account, means instead of writing shares allotment, share calls account, we will write calls in arrears account. Okay, and down it will be going to remain same to forfeited shares account. Now we will see the question number 40 that is given in your book on page number 8.116. The forfeiture of shares which were issued at par. Question is, Alpha Limited issued 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, payable on application 2 rupees per share, on allotment 3 rupees per share, on first call 3 rupees per share, on second and final call 2 rupees per share. Now Ganesh was allotted 100 shares. Pass necessary journal entry relating to the forfeiture of shares in each of the following alternative cases. 4 cases are here, and we have to write the journal entry in account of that Ganesh who has been allotted 100 shares. So first case is, if the Ganesh failed to pay the allotment money and his shares were immediately forfeited. So what is the case here? He has failed to pay allotment money, means which money he has already paid, that is the amount of or money of application only. So for this we will write journal entry, equity share capital account, number of shares 100 it is given, and the amount of allotment money is 3 rupees. As it is written 5 here, you can see it includes application money and allotment money both. So what is that application money? That is 2 rupees. Allotment is 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. So here equity share capital we will write 5 rupees. So 100 into 5, 500. Now which amount has not been received by the company? That is the allotment amount. So here we will write 2 equity share allotment account, number of shares 100 and allotment money is rupees 300. Then this thing again I am repeating, you all have to keep in the mind when we will write that amount of forfeited shares. Here we will write that amount which has been received by the company. So for this 100 shares, company has received the amount of application money. Amount is 2 rupees. So here we will write number of shares 100 into 2 rupees, 200. Now we'll see the second case. If Ganesh failed to pay allotment money and on his subsequent failure to pay the first call, his shares were forfeited. Now in this case, allotment money and first call money both has been not paid by the Ganesh. So we will have this journal entry. Equity share capital account, number of shares 100 into 8. How it is 8? Because 2 of application money plus 3 of allotment plus first call 3. Total is 800. 2 equity share allotment rupees 300. 2 equity share first call rupees 300. 2 forfeited share account, that is 2. 2 means here is the amount of application only. Third case is, if Ganesh failed to pay first call and on his subsequent failure to pay the second call and final call, his shares were forfeited. In this case, what is happening? Ganesh has failed to pay first call, second and final call, both calls. But he had paid application money and allotment money here. So we will have journal entry. Equity share capital account 100 into 10. How it is 10? Application money 2 rupees and first allotment money 3 rupees. Application money 2 rupees, allotment money 3 rupees, then first call 3 rupees and then second and final call 2 rupees. So total it is coming 10. So 100 into 10, 1000. 2 equity share first call account 100 into 3. 2 equity share second and final call account 100 into 2, 200. Again forfeited shares mean that amount already that has been received by the company. So two types of money has been received, that is application money and allotment money. So 2 plus 3 it is 5. Okay. Now we'll see the next question. Forfeiture of shares which were issued at premium. Question is, Ankit Limited issues 20,000 equity shares of 10 each at premium of 2 rupees per share. Means 10 plus 2, total is 12 rupees. And how it is payable? On application 3 rupees will be paid, on allotment 5 rupees including premium. Premium here we are having 2 rupees. So 5 minus 2, 3. So allotment money is 3 rupees plus 2 rupees premium. On first call 2 rupees, on second and final call 2 rupees. DJ allotted 500 shares, where you have to pass necessary journal entries relating to the forfeiture of shares in the following cases. There are 4 cases given in this question. First case is, Vijay did not pay allotment money and his shares were immediately forfeited. Means not paid allotment money but paid the application money. So we'll have entry equity share capital account 500 into 6, that is 3000. Securities premium reserve. Why we are writing? Because this question is the case of not receiving of securities premium. So as that company, they have not received this amount, securities premium reserve account will be debited. Amount is 1000. 2 forfeited shares, 500 shares are forfeited, and which amount has been received? 3 rupees on application. So 500 into 3, 1500. 2 equity share allotment money, as it has not been received by the company. Second case, Vijay did not pay allotment and first call. His shares were forfeited after first call. Two types of that money has not been paid, allotment money and first call. And it has been forfeited after the first call. So we will have journal entry, equity share capital account debit, securities premium reserve account debit, 2 forfeited shares, 2 equity share allotment account, 2 equity shares first call account. Third case is Vijay failed to pay first call and his shares were forfeited immediately. Means Vijay has paid application money and allotment money both, but not paid the first call, and immediately it has been forfeited. Third case, entry will be equity share capital account debit, 2 forfeited shares, 2 equity share first call. Fourth is Vijay failed to pay both the calls and his shares were forfeited. Means he has paid application money and allotment money both, but he has failed to pay both calls, means first call and second call. So we'll have entry equity share capital account debit, 2 forfeited shares account, 2 equity share first call, 2 equity share second and final call. This is the full solution. Okay. From here you can write, and later I will send PDF of all these practical questions. So this much for today's class. Thank you.